My name's Frederick Guessing, and you know you from the anime con scene. I'm an industry event and want to get my take on gaming news. This is my first impressions video for Apex Legends. Having heard rumors of a Titanfall BR spinoff may have set up a lot of red flags for me. Does it hold its own in a saturated genre? We'll find out. The game was almost stealthily released on Monday. First things first. It's a free-to-play game, thus it uses microtransactions. I know the majority of the game community hate it, but I think it's justifiable for the free-to-play model. For added transparency and possibly legal requirements from certain countries, drop rates for cosmetic items are shown when you get an Apex pack. Apex pack is, you guessed it, they're loot boxes. The gist of the game is that it's a mismatch of a Titanfall's snappy game feel in a 60-player battle royale game. Unlike its contemporaries, the time per engagement is much lower due to a smaller map size and reduced player count from the traditional 100. It's also a bit more team-oriented than other BRs, like in a singles mode. It has to be played with 2 other people. With the developer's pedigree, you get a top-notch CG intro and a good bare-bones tutorial to keep players up to speed with the mechanics. What makes Apex Legends different is that each hero character, called Legends, in the game has special ability like in most character-based shooters like Overwatch or Paladins. One is one which has a fast cooldown, and the other is an ultimate, which can be something as typical as an area of effect heal or an overall strike from above. What you also get in the Apex Legends goes into the evolution of the genre. A lot of it's been streamlined to enhance the quality of life of the game. One mechanic is the banner system. Basically, when a player is killed after being knocked out, 1 or 2 other teammates can take the banner and go towards respawn points, which give the player a second life. This eases the frustration of only having 1 life to live in other BRs. Another quality of life feature of this game is that it has a context-sensitive call-out system, where a player can tag ammo waypoints with the R1 button. They can also spot enemies by double tapping R1. If the player has an exact beat on enemy, they will be marked for a short period of time. The system balances out long-range combat, where enemies have the advantage of being smaller or not even being a target due to the draw distances, which this game has some that are pretty far. The last feature I also think makes the game more accessible is spawn voiding, and when the players get dropped, they will stick together by default. Overall, these improvements fix a whole lot of flaws inherent in the battle royale genre. Lastly, everything runs at a brisk pace with speedy matchmaking, quick load times. Graphics run at a mostly 60 FPS with some slowdown during fights. I played this game on a PS4 Pro and didn't notice any serious bugs yet. The study goes for the colorful cartoon vibe you see in Overwatch and Fortnite, but doesn't forget the mechanical designs of familiar industrial sci-fi stylings of Titanfall. I might be giving this thing a glowing first impression, but I do have some nitpicks of the game. First of all, there are no Titans, but due to the smaller maps, I think this is intentional from a design standpoint. I'd be happy to see a mode where there'd be the titular mechs from the mainline titles, but that remains to be seen. Also, the lore needs to be expanded upon in-game to show more of a connection with the mainline series. Third is the scarce ammo distribution. In order to balance out the time to kill with the bullets needed to survive a match, the game needs a little buffing in terms of that. Lastly, as with all games, the sustainability of the title is a big question mark. Overall, Apex Legends is a solid spin-off you didn't know that you wanted, but even a person who may not be a fan of BR should give it a try. The quality of life features, as well as the great game feel, make it easier to dive into. With a strong start, it can only get better from here. Do you think Respawn made the right call going to BR, or proceeding with Titanfall 3? Comment below, please subscribe, and do the typical YouTube thing. Later.